1898. British East Africa. An entire railway construction came to a complete stop. Not because of weather, not because of equipment failure, because something was hunting the workers. At night, in 28 days, 135 men vanished, and nobody could explain how. The British Empire was building the Uganda Railway, cutting through the heart of East Africa. Thousands of workers, mostly from India, had been brought to lay tracks through some of the most dangerous terrain on Earth. Tsavo, Kenya, a land of red dust, thorn trees, and heat that never left. The workers called it a place where the ground itself was angry. They weren't wrong. Colonel John Henry Patterson was the man in charge, an engineer, a hunter, a man who believed every problem had a solution. He had never faced anything like this. It started with one worker disappearing from his tent at night. No struggle, no sound, just gone. They assumed it was an accident, a man wandering too far in the dark. Then another disappeared. Then 3 more. In 1 week, 9 men were taken. Patterson set traps, built thorn barriers around the camp. The lions walked through them like they weren't there. 2 lions, that's all it was. No pride, no pack, just 2 massive male lions, working together with a level of intelligence that Patterson had never seen in any animal. What made them different from every other lion Patterson had ever hunted? They had no manes. Scientists still argue about why. Some say the heat of Tsavo. Some say genetics. But the workers had another explanation. They weren't lions at all. They were the spirits of dead chiefs, returning to drive the outsiders from their land. Patterson didn't believe in spirits, but he was starting to believe these lions were something else entirely. They hunted only at night. They never attacked the same part of camp twice. They avoided every trap Patterson set. One night, Patterson sat in a tree for 6 hours, waiting. The lions never came. The next morning, 3 more workers were gone, from the opposite side of camp. The workers began to flee. Entire groups, hundreds of men, abandoning the railway. Construction stopped completely. The British Empire, one of the most powerful forces in human history, had been brought to its knees by 2 lions. Patterson wrote in his journal, "The lions have defeated us. I don't know what they are, but they are not normal animals." For 9 months, the killing continued. Patterson tried everything: poison, traps, armed guards. Nothing worked. Then, one December night, everything changed. Patterson built a platform above a dead animal carcass. Bait. He waited. At midnight, the first lion came. Patterson fired. The lion ran into darkness. He followed the blood trail for 3 hours through the bush, alone, at night, in Tsavo. He found the lion at dawn, dead, finally. But the attacks didn't stop. The second lion was smarter, more cautious, more dangerous. 3 more weeks passed, more men taken. Patterson set another trap, waited again. On the night of January 29th, the second lion came. Patterson fired 5 times. The lion charged him, wounded, furious. Patterson climbed a tree. The lion circled below, growling, bleeding, refusing to die. At dawn, it finally collapsed. Patterson walked up slowly. The lion was still breathing. He fired one final shot. The Tsavo Man-Eaters were dead. Construction resumed. The railway was completed. But the questions remained. Why did they do it? Modern scientists examined the lion's teeth decades later. Both had severe dental damage, broken teeth, infected jaws. Killing large prey had become almost impossible. The easiest prey available? Humans. But that still doesn't explain the intelligence, the coordination, the way they seemed to learn from every trap Patterson set. In 28 years of combined hunting, these 2 lions had developed something that scientists still struggle to explain: strategic thinking. The Tsavo Man-Eaters didn't just hunt, they studied their hunters and stayed one step ahead for 9 months. The 2 lions are still on display today at the Field Museum in Chicago. Thousands of people walk past them every year, not knowing that these 2 animals once stopped an empire. Tsavo taught the world one thing: the wild doesn't fear us. It never did. We built railways through its land. It sent 2 lions to remind us who was here first. If you made it to the end of this, you already know you belong on this channel. Subscribe to WildEdge. Every week, a story the wild doesn't want you to know. Next week, the animal that hunters fear more than any lion. You won't guess what it is.